the flow of air in and out of the nostrils. You're not trying to force the breath, you're just letting it be as deep and full as is comfortable for you. And then exhaling completely. Now just kind of check in. Notice how you feel right now at this moment in time. Maybe doing a little scan of the body, just starting at the crown and going all the way down to the tips of the toes. And just noticing where you may feel stress, tension. And whenever you finish the scan, just setting that to the side. And then we'll check back in at the end of the practice and see if anything has maybe shifted or changed. If you'd like to set an intention for the practice, you can do so, and that would be whatever you'd like to see out of the practice. Be very simple, it can just be one word if you like. And after you've decided upon that intention, just repeat it to yourself 3 times. And we'll tune in with 3 rounds of Om. And if you'd like to join this, you can do so. So bring the palms together in front of the heart. Take a deep, full breath in. Exhale. And inhale to begin. Taking a deep breath, bring the hands up in front, just as high as you can. And then open up the hands and have the palms facing down, like you're pushing the air down to the floor. And then bring the palms back in together. Inhale up. And then exhaling down. And just notice what you feel in the shoulders. Try to relax the shoulders down. If you do have shoulder issues, just be mindful. If you have a frozen shoulder, tight shoulder, just be mindful. Just do what you can. Now we're going to change it up. We're going to continue with this hand movement, but as we bring our hands down, we're going to hinge forward as far as you can. Bring the hand back. Inhale up. And exhale, hinge forward. Keeping the back as straight as you can. Inhaling all the way up. And then exhaling, hinging forward. And then bring the hands down. A few breaths here. Kind of check in. Notice how you feel. A couple of breaths. And now we're going to bring the arms straight out and just have the palms facing each other, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Now take a deep breath in, lengthen up. And then as you exhale, bring that right arm across and then hook behind the elbow. And then bring that arm in as close as you can. And breathe in. Now notice what you're feeling. Bringing the shoulder blade around the side of the body this time. Again, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Just deep, full breath. Next time that you exhale, just extend the arms back out. Take a deep breath or two here. Kind of notice how the shoulders feel. Now take a deep breath in. And now as you exhale, bring that left arm across, hook behind the elbow, and bring that arm in. Now one may be a little more open than the other. One may be a little tighter. Just notice. And then whenever you're ready, release. Bring the arms back out in front. Then roll the shoulders. Good job. Alternate shoulder rolls if you like. Okay, now again, take a couple breaths, just check in. Notice what the shoulders are feeling like. We're going to continue with the shoulders a little bit more. And now we're going to bring our hands down to the side. And just imagine that we have two buckets down by the side. And they're very heavy. And now, as you inhale, we're going to bring the buckets up, bring the elbows out to the side, and this time the shoulders are coming up by your ears. And then exhale them back down. Inhale up, exhale down. And this is causing the shoulder blades to move up and down on the shoulder. Okay, last one. And then release. And now rotate the hands forward, still maintaining a grip. And now, as you inhale, bring your fist up by your shoulders. Now these are just some bicep curls. It's good for the flexibility. Now if you want more strengthening, you can also use light weights. Or if you're at home and you don't have weights, then you can use a can of beans or peas or whatever. Last one. And then release if you like, roll the shoulders. And reverse. And maybe an alternate shoulder. Okay, now we're going to bring our arms up into what is called cactus pose. Now bring the shoulders together in the back, so you're bringing your elbows out as far as you can. Have the palms facing forward. And now as you exhale, bring the palm down toward the floor. You're parallel to the floor, and then inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Try to keep the upper arms parallel to the floor. Now, if your shoulders are a little tight, you may be down a little lower. You're just trying to move the ball in the socket. The last one. Now, with the arms still up, now we're going to exhale, bring the forearm and the hands together. And then inhale, open. Exhale, forearms and hands together. Inhale, open. Again, notice what the shoulder blades are doing. Okay, now, last one, open up the arm, and then release again, roll the shoulders. Okay. Now, let's bring the hands back out, parallel to the floor. This time we're going to have the palms together. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And now, as you inhale, open the hands as wide as you can. And then exhale, come up into a cactus. Inhale up. Exhale back down into cactus. Inhale out. And exhale back in. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go at your own pace, just using the breath to move from one position to the other. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the jaw relaxed. Okay, last one. And then release, roll the shoulders again. Okay, now, just kind of notice what you feel in the shoulders, good and bad. Now we're going to work on the neck a little bit, so the neck and the shoulders are all kind of tied in together. So we're going to begin by just exhaling, releasing the chin down toward the chest. And just noticing what you feel with the head released forward. And just take some deep breath here. Again, try to keep the shoulders relaxed and the jaw relaxed. And now, very slowly as you inhale, let the chin begin to start floating up toward the ceiling. Just as high as it's comfortable. Now you're not letting the head release back. Notice what you feel maybe in the front of the throat. Keeping the shoulders relaxed down. And now, as you exhale, very slowly bring the chin back down to the chest. back up. Just nice, slow movements, like you're saying yes in slow motion. Now the next time the chin comes back down to the chest, just pause, take a couple of breaths. And now we're going to do what is called the pendulum. We're going to inhale, bring our chin over to our right shoulder. And then exhale and let the chin come across the chest over to the left shoulder. And then inhale back over to the right. And inhale to the left. So you're just keeping the head released forward and just moving back and forth like a pendulum on a clock. Notice what you feel. Now, during these neck movements, you may hear a little crackling or maybe a little popping, which is perfectly normal. You should never feel any pain. If you feel pain, just come back to neutral and just breathe. Okay, now the next time that you exhale, bring the chin back to the center, pause and breathe here. And then taking a deep breath, bring the head back up. And just notice what you feel here. And now we're going to lengthen up. And now as you exhale, look over that right shoulder. And just go as far as you can. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale over to the left. Then inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. And just go at your own pace. Just looking over the shoulder as far as you comfortably can. You want to go to the point where you feel a little stretch. Now the next time that you look over your right shoulder, just hold here and breathe. Again, keep the shoulders relaxed down, the jaw relaxed. Just deep, full breath. And now, whenever you're ready, just very slowly take a breath in and come back to center. And hold here and just take a breath or two. Just kind of notice what you feel on either side of your neck. Now take a deep breath in, lengthen up. And then exhaling, looking over that left shoulder. And breathe here. Just take some deep breaths. And then whenever you're ready, take a deep breath. Come all the way back to neutral. Notice what you feel. And now we're going to lengthen up and then release your right ear over to your right shoulder. Now if you feel a little stretch here, you might just stay right where you are. If you want a little deeper stretch, bring that right hand up onto the left ear. Now you're not pulling, you're just letting the weight of your arm just be a little bit more weight there. You're not pulling. And then release that left arm and extend that out through the fingertips energetically, like you're trying to pick something up off the floor. And just notice what you feel in the neck, the shoulder, the arm, even down into the hand. Just kind of notice what you're feeling. Deep, full breath. And then very slowly bring that left hand back onto the lap. Release that right hand off of the side of the head. And then slowly inhale, bring the head up. Now, if you come up too fast, you may feel a little twinge in your neck. So come up nice and slow. Take some deep breath here. Now we're going to stretch on the other side. So take a deep breath in, lengthen up. And then exhale, release that left ear over to the left shoulder. And again, you may already feel a stretch here. But if you want a deeper stretch, bring that left hand up on the right ear and extend that right arm out. Deep, full breath. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. And very slowly bring that right hand back in onto your lap, release that left hand. And then again, very slowly bring the head back up to neutral. Take a few breaths here. Now imagine that you have a piece of chalk on the end of your nose. And begin to start making a circle on the blackboard in front of you. Just begin with making this circle very small. Inhaling as your nose comes up, and then exhaling as the nose comes down. And gradually making this circle bigger. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, you may hear some crackling and some popping in the neck. And now the next time that your nose comes down, just pause and then reverse. Still making the circle big. Again, just notice what you feel as you're going around this side. You may feel different sensations on either side or either direction. And now very slowly begin to start making that circle a little smaller. Just until you're coming to stillness. And then taking some deep breaths in, just noticing how you feel. And now let's, everybody should have a belt. And we're just going to fold the belt in half. And just you want your hands to be about, pardon me, You want it at about hip width or shoulder width apart. So, and then have the belt down on your knees. Keep the belt as tight as you can. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And now as you inhale, just inhale, let the belt float up just as high as you can. And then exhale over to the right. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to neutral. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Deep full breath. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale left. Back to center and exhale down. Just go at your own pace, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, last one. And release, roll the shoulders if you need to. Reverse. Okay, now we're going to start working a little bit on the back. So if you do have back issues, just be mindful. You want to be away from the back of the chair so we can move around a little bit. Have your feet flat on the floor, and then we're going to start by just doing some spinal flexing. We're going to inhale, bring the chest forward and up, and then exhale, rounding the back. Inhale up, exhale back. This is where it's a seated cat-cow. Now the next time that you exhale, round the back, and then inhale, come back to neutral. Just check in. And now we're going to do some twisting, and this is good to stretch out the lateral muscles. Also good for your digestion. So we're going to lengthen up, and then we're going to bring that left hand over onto our right knee. And just release that right hand down. Now try to keep the chin in between the chest, and lengthen up. And now as you exhale, very slowly begin to start twisting around. Just as far as you can. You're not pulling yourself with your hand, you're just twisting. Kind of like you're looking behind you to pull out of a parking place or something. Just take some deep breath here. And if you like, look over that right shoulder and stretch a little deeper into the neck. Deep, full breath. Okay, now if you're looking over your shoulder, very slowly bring your chin back to the center of the chest, and then release the hands and very slowly twist back around. Take a few breaths here, kind of notice what you feel. And now I'm going to twist over to the left. So bring that right hand over onto the left knee, release that left arm down, lengthen up, and again, keeping the chin in between the chest, very slowly. twist around. Just go as far as you comfortably can. And then whenever you're ready, looking over that left shoulder. Again, you may feel a little stretch in the neck. You're not pulling yourself around. The hands are just over to the side. Jaws relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. And then if you're looking over your shoulder, bring your head back to the center of the chest, and then release the hand and slowly come all the way out. Take a couple of breaths here. Okay, now everybody should have a block. We're going to separate our feet, and you may or may not need the block. It depends upon your flexibility. So we're going to bring the block down in between our feet. And it can be on any height. Now again, if you can touch the floor, you won't even need it. But we're going to start with our hands on our knees. We're going to lengthen up. And then as you exhale, just leading with your heart, keeping the back straight. Your head is in a line with the back. And just come down as far as you comfortably can. And you'll feel a little stretch in the back, maybe into the hips. And just notice what you're feeling. And then whenever you reach that point to where you're as far as you can comfortably go, then release your hands down to the floor or down onto that block. And then again, if you'd like, you can release the head forward and maybe noticing a little deeper stretch underneath the back. And as you're breathing, just kind of move with your body. As you inhale, the body will float up, and then exhale, just release down. And just kind of feel the movement of the breath and the body. And if you have your head released forward, if you like, you can shake the head no, and yes. Make some circles if you like, whatever feels good for you. This is going to help release any tension that you're holding in the neck, even up into the shoulders. And if you have your head released forward, go ahead and bring your head back level with your spine. And one at a time, bring one hand up behind the knee and then the other hand up behind the knee. And then take a deep breath in and very slowly come all the way up as you inhale. If you come up too fast, you may get dizzy. Then bring the feet back together. Take some deep breaths in. Just want to notice what you feel. Now we're going to work a little bit on the legs and the feet. So we're going to, again, come out a little bit. Sometimes I have a tendency to scoot back a little. So we're going to just inhale, bring that right foot up, and then exhale back down. Now if this is a lot for that knee, you can also interlace your fingers behind the knee and just hold it up. Or you can also use the strap. This is basically just working on the knee, keeping the knee flexible. Again, if you have like bone on dong, be mindful. And then whenever you're ready, bring that foot out and then point and flex. Make some circles. And you may hear a little clicking and popping. And then reverse. And then release back down. Now just kind of notice how that feels. Now we're going to move over to the left. So we're going to inhale, foot up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay, now the next time you bring that foot up, hold, and then just point and flex. And again, you may feel a little clicking and popping. And then make some circles. And then reverse. And then bring it down. And notice how you feel. And now still with the block in between your feet, we're going to press our feet together on either side of the block. And you can have your hands on your knee or you can hold on underneath the chair. And engage the belly. And now as you inhale, we're going to bring the block up. And then exhale up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed, the jaws relaxed. And just use your breath. Just imagine that as you're inhaling, you're just filling that block with air and it's floating up. And then as you exhale, you're letting the air out and it's just floating back down. Okay, now the next time you inhale, bring that block up, hold and breathe here. Just take some deep breath. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. And then whenever you're ready, as you exhale very slowly, bring the block all the way down. Bring the feet back in. Take some deep breath here. And now, since we've got the belt and the block, we're going to, and you may need the block, what we're going to do, we're going to work on the hip and then we're going to bring our ankle up onto our knee. Now, if you're not able to get that, you can also use the block on any height. So we're going to have the belt in half and just have it right at the bottom of the creases of your toes. And then just bring that foot up and then bring your toes back toward you. You're going to stretch into the calf muscle there. You may even feel it if you're tight in the hamstring, you may feel it up in the hamstring. Again, engage the belly. You may have a tendency to lean back. Try to stay tall. Engage the belly, deep full breaths. And now as you inhale, bring that foot out to the right and then exhale back up. Inhale, exhale. Again, if you have hip issues, just be mindful. Now the next time that you bring that foot in, bring it up onto that left thigh. Again, if this is not doable, you use your block. And just kind of notice what you feel. You may feel a nice stretch in the hip. And now if you want a little deeper stretch, lengthen up and exhale and hinge forward. And you'll feel a little deeper stretch. And just go to the point where you feel like that's enough stretch for you. And just hold and breathe. And then very slowly take a deep breath, come all the way back up if you're leaning forward. And then we're going to have the foot in one hand, the knee in the other, and you're going to rock the baby. Okay, release that foot. And we're going to move over to the other. Again, lift that foot up. Bring your toes back toward you. Take some deep breaths. And now, whenever you're ready, inhale, bring that foot out to the spine. Exhale, underneath. Now, the next time that you bring the foot in, bring it up onto that right thigh. Again, notice what you feel in that hip. If you need a little deeper stretch, lengthen up, and then exhale, hinge forward. And again, just go as far as it's comfortable. You want to feel a little deeper stretch. Again, this is good for sciatica, if you have pain in the hip. Sometimes these muscles get real tight. They pinch the side of the nerve. This helps to stretch those out. Now, very slowly, take a deep breath, come all the way back up. And now we're going to rock the baby, foot in one hand, knee in the other. Okay, good job. Now we're going to use the tennis ball and the heart. Everybody should have a tennis ball and a heart. So we're going to put the tennis ball down on the floor. And then it has a heart, and it can be either hand or either foot, it doesn't matter. And we're going to just give her foot a little massage. We're going to make some circles with the ball, and we can go back and forth the full length of the back. And then have the heart palm down, and then just give it 5 or 6 squeezes. Now, 5 or 6 squeezes is too many, just do 3 or 4, whatever's best. Notice what you're feeling in the forearm, maybe even on up into the upper arm. And then rotate the palm up, and again, notice what you feel with the palm up. And then fingers, just one at a time. And Again, switching over to the other foot, other hand. Again, palm down. Give it 5 or 6 squeezes. And then palm up. And then the fingers. Okay, yeah, good job. Now just set those to the side. Just give the hands a good shake. And then the hand out. And just make fists as fast as you can. Okay, now we're going to do some breath work. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do what is called the box breath. So that means that all 4 sides of this box are going to be equal. So we're going to, and you can regulate whatever timing that is comfortable for you. You can try starting out at like the count of 4 if you like. So what we're going to do, inhale to the count of 4, and now hold the breath in for 4 counts. And then exhale to the count of 4. And then hold the breath out for 4 counts. And inhale 4. Hold the breath in for 4. Exhale 4. And hold the breath out for 4. Now again, if 4 counts is too much, just maybe do 2 or 3. Or if that's too easy, even do up to 6, whatever's comfortable. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed, the jaw relaxed. And just focusing on the breath. The next time that you exhale, suspend the breath and then inhale, come back to some nice deep full breath. And just take a few breaths here and just notice the effects of the breathing. And then we'll move into final relaxation. So we're just going to lean back into the chair. We're going to extend the feet out. And if you'd like, you can interlace the fingers and just rest the hands on the lap. And just let the head release forward. Just completely relaxing. Relax the shoulders. Feel the feet grounding you into the earth. Feel the hips grounding you into the chair and the back of the chair. Just letting yourself be very heavy. Just releasing and letting go anything that's not serving you, any stress or tension.